Hi, my name is Kylan Trower, and I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I'd like to welcome you to PremierHomeSaversGroup.com. Now, if you're watching this video, then you probably fall in one or two or maybe both of these categories. Number one, you're either late on your mortgage, or number two, you are actually upside down in your property, meaning that you owe more than your property is currently worth. Now, just to back up a little bit, to tell you a little bit about who I am, is I've actually been in the mortgage and real estate industry for the last 7 years. I own a mortgage and real estate company here in the Santa Clarita Valley area. And so that you know, I'm just like you. I'm a homeowner as well as a real estate investor. So I actually own my home and I own investment property. And over the last 2 to 3 years, due to the real estate crisis and the mortgage meltdown, I've lost a tremendous amount of equity as well as money, not to mention sleep, behind the current economic situation. So what I've looked for long and hard is for a solution for individuals just like me and you to be able to avoid foreclosure, to be able to allow you to keep your home, as well as to create equity in your property, which again is really the American dream. It's not just to be able to own your home and hang pictures on the wall and say that this is your address, but really to have a place where there's some financial security in terms of equity in your home. So now what we want to do in essence is turn your home as a liability back into an asset for you and give you options. And I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do that. So you want to take the next few minutes just to listen to this brief scenario of exactly how our program works. So let me give you an example. Let's say that, and you can plug your numbers in accordingly, but let's say that you have a mortgage note or a loan on your home that is $400,000. Because of the mortgage crisis and the real estate meltdown, your home has dropped $100,000 in value, and now the current market value is $300,000. So that means that you're upside down, or you have a negative equity position of $100,000. Well, what we are going to do, our negotiators and our investors are going to go in and negotiate directly with your lender to pay off your current loan of $400,000, to pay it off at 65% of the fair market value. Now I'm going to repeat this again because this is very important, and this is where a lot of people miss it. We're not going to pay it off at 65% of the $400,000, but pay it off at 65% of the $300,000, or what your property is actually worth. So let's do the quick math. 65% of $300,000 is $195,000. What we're then going to do is, after we pay it off, we're going to issue you a brand new mortgage for $195,000. That $195,000 mortgage is actually going to be a $1,950 per month payment, or 1% of the loan amount per month. So now, as you can see, let's say hypothetically that payment that you had before on the $400,000 was at 6 or maybe 6.25%. So you're paying about $2,400 to $2,500 a month. Well, now you'll actually have a $200,000 or $195,000 new loan amount, and you'll be paying $1,950 a month, about a $400 to $500 reduction in your payment. Now, the beauty of this program is that you never are removed from title. So you always retain the ownership position in your home. The other advantage is now you have actually created $105,000 in equity in your home, which now gives you leverage. It gives you options, and it gives you the advantage of being able to, in a year or so, once you've retained your credit worthiness and gotten in a position where you can refinance it, you can refinance it at a lower rate, thus bringing your payment down below that $1,950 payment, or you can opt to sell at a profit, as right now there's $105,000 in equity in your property. As you can see here, the short payoff option is really something that you may want to strongly consider, as I realize that there are many other options out there for you. But if this is something that has really gotten your attention and sounds like it may be an answer to your foreclosure problem, what I want you to do next is very simply review the entire webinar below. And what's going to happen is you're going to get all of the details and all of those questions that I'm sure are swirling around in your head right now about how our program works, the process, all of the mechanics, and how it can really benefit you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to share more information with you. We want to thank you for watching, and bye for now.